And it goes all the way up to their head, and then fills up, it opens up the top of their head, and now they are connected. Through this compassionate experience, they are connected to the divine. I'm helping facilitate that. I'm not making it happen. The divine is coming down through me, going out, connecting to this other soul, and the divine is making that connection happen, right? Filling them up. We're already connected because we've got a problem. The Kahunas say there's this Akka cord between us. This energetic cord is already there because something is there, right? So now I'm using that to facilitate this light. I'm allowing that light to flow through me. And now we're both full. And now we're both connected. And now we're both within the light. And so in that light and love and compassion, I then come close to that person and I unburden myself. I unburden my heart. Whatever I need to say to this person, I'm going to say it. Whatever it might be, whatever deep feelings you've been holding that you need to tell them, you know what, this. You know what, I'm sorry about that. You know what, I think you were wrong about this. I think what you're doing is wrong. Whatever you need to say, you say it clearly to them because this is now the perfect, safe place. We are both connected to the divine and we're both full of light. So I unburden, I'm having some conflict with, and I put them in an auditorium. I'm on one side, they're on the other. I might be on a stage and they're way at the back, or I'm way at the back and they're way up on the stage, but we've got some space between us, right? We're not sandwiched right together. Give me a little space, right? We're in conflict, I have to have a little space. And I open up the top of my head. I feel divine energy coming down from above, coming down through me, entering into me, and filling me up. It fills up my feet. It fills up my legs. It fills up the divine light. It fills up my torso, my throat, head. Everywhere is full of this light. It's so much light. It blossoms out of my heart, and it connects across the auditorium to that other soul. Connects to their heart. And that divine light which is flowing down, it's not me, I'm not making this happen. The divine light which I feel and see and imagine flowing down. If you can't imagine it, just feel it flowing down. It's not me, I'm just a participant. And it flows out through my heart, it connects to that other soul, and it begins to feel them. It feels their feet, and then their legs, and then their torso, and then their heart, and then it goes all the way up into their neck and their head, and then fills up and it opens up the top of their head, and now they are connected. Through this compassionate experience, they are connected to the divine as well. I'm helping facilitate that. I'm not making it happen. The divine is coming down through me, going out, connecting to this other soul, and the divine is making that connection happen, right? Filling them up. We're already connected because we've got a problem. The Kahunas say there's this Akka cord between us. This energetic cord is already there because something is there, right? So now I'm using that to facilitate this light. I'm allowing that light to flow through me. And now we're both full. And now we're both connected. And now we're both within the light. And so in that light and love and compassion, I then come close to that person and I unburden myself. I unburden my heart. Whatever I need to say to this person, I'm going to say it. Whatever it might be, whatever deep feelings you've been holding that you need to tell them, you know what, this. You know what, I'm sorry about that. You know what, I think you were wrong about this. I think what you're doing is wrong. Whatever you need to say, you say it clearly to them because this is now the perfect, safe place. We are both connected to the divine and we are both full of light. So I unburden my heart and then I sit there and I listen. And whatever they need to say, they can say it to me. So I'm not imagining, I'm not trying to tell them what to say. No, I am sitting back and I am listening. This is one of those moments I let go of control and I'm just sitting. So I said my part. I did my part. I connected with them. I said my part. And now I just listen. And whatever might come from them, it might be a feeling. I might feel their hurt. I might feel their pain. I might feel anything from them. I might feel that they're upset. Whatever it is, they get their chance to say it to me. It might be a feeling. I might understand what it is. I might get words. I don't really care. My only job is to sit back and listen. And they say their piece. And now we've both said our piece. And they are connected to the light, so they're not dependent on me. I am connected to the light. I am not dependent on them. And so now I step back and I cut the cord. So I can imagine scissors. I can imagine a sword. I can imagine a flaming sword, whatever I need. I can cut that Aka cord. And now we are in a healthy way. We're not connected by this negative thing anymore, this Aka cord of a conflict. We're now free and healthily connected straight up to the divine as we ought to be. It's this beautiful, beautiful, profound process of the same thing. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And then we cut the cord. We reestablish the right connection straight to the divine, and we are individuals going through our own lives, and we're not laden down with 1,000 strings pulling on us in negative directions, right? No, I cut those, and I go through all of my relationships this way, especially the ones where I feel conflict. And now we have an opportunity to reconnect in a healthy way. And this is the strange thing. Okay, this is the one to watch, because you can do this with somebody you work with, or somebody in your family, or somebody you have a relationship with, and you'll come into the room with them and you'll feel that, oh, there's this conflict going on, there's this heaviness, there's this something, it's the purple elephant, the pink elephant in the room that nobody's talking about. And you do this process, and you come back in the room and you go, what happened? You talk to that person and there's nothing in between anymore because you cleared it out doing this process. And you have this chance to reconnect in a very, very healthy way. That's magic. And it's like you come in the room and you're waiting for the negative thing to be in the room because you're used to that conflict and then it's not there. It's the strangest thing. And it's magical. So pay attention to that magic. You want to see that. But if it is a really, really unhealthy connection that you have with somebody, they're in a negative place. They're going down a negative road. And nothing you can do or say is going to dissuade them, right? Then every single time that you think about that person, you want to go through this process again. Every single time. Every time that you think of the person, you're reconnecting. Now the Aka cord is back. So you have to go through the same process again. So that you can be healthy, connected to the divine. Give that person the opportunity to connect to the divine as well. That was the understanding of the Kahuna. How this energy works. And you can get very, very good at the process. I'm full of light, they're full of light, I cut the cord. You get very, very quick and fast. You don't have to spend hours, but in the beginning, you want the time to go through the process and really feel every single step. I was talking with a yogini, and she's come into the Kundalini, she's come into being able to feel energy, feeling other people's energy, and she started to feel everybody's energy all day, every day. And it's a lot like the Marvel movies, right? You see the Marvel movie and they come into their power, and all of a sudden it's like everything is here in my face and it's overwhelming so fast. You need a process like this to enable you to work with and create healthy boundaries over and over and over again. That's how you learn control. And so she's in the process of using this to gain those healthy boundaries, not only with others, but with her own ability to sense other people's energy. Going through this process again and again and again to build those healthy boundaries and understand, okay, you're over there and I'm over here, and that's okay. We are living our lives connected to the divine individually. We're also in this soup of oneness everywhere. But for right now, to live my life, I need to understand that healthy boundary in between each of us. So when you look at that and you understand how profound this process can be for some yogis, I mean, it just blows my mind. It's so simple, it's so easy, and yet it is so essential and so healthy. So
I'm in the light. They're in the light.
Be sure to hit that bell so I can
cut the cord.
all next week.
See them filled up with the divine light. And in that light, hey. Oh my god. I make a shitty cup of tea. Oh. That's bad. That's so bad. See my king turtle? He's faster than you. Hello. YouTube says there's two. Two. Happy Friday. Can you hear me? No. All right. No. Not really. Very well, can you? Really? Very well, can you? This should be better. This should be better. This should be better. It is a little better. It is a little better. Yeah. It is a little better. Yeah. A little better. Yeah. Whew. Oh. Oh.
My mind's on my I should pick on this myself a little bit. Ryan Reynolds, is that you? I look like Ryan Reynolds to you? No, say that. That's a compliment. What other powers do you have? Something tells me that being a super bitch is not actually relevant here. I mean, depending on how you use your superpowers, how does being a super bitch help? Right? It helps me by maintaining the sanctity of my experience. Sort of like that to someone trying to do me some shit. Like, actually, I'm gonna go fish mode. Like when you said yesterday, Joe mowed the yard yesterday, and she sent the message, this fish mode goes on, right? But I heard fish mode as in like a mode that you're in. You fish mode the lawn. You just like went fish mode and then the lawn suddenly got scalped. That's what I imagine. Right. So maybe you have fish mode. Right. And then it gives you the power to do something. You know, I like something that nice. Joe is having fun with the birds in the other room. Bro, suppose you are at the point. I'm so sorry that my audio has been trashed this whole time. My microphone has been on the side of my body. Now it should sound better, right? Yeah. I'm so sorry. Seriously, I'm embarrassed. Bro, suppose you are at the point. God himself met with you, and he allows you to ask one single question of which God will tell you the answer. What will that question be? Rajul, you have activated my trap card. I actually have a very relevant story to that exact question. And it is so ridiculous that it felt almost comical experiencing this. So I set out to get very fit at one point, and then during that excursion of I'm gonna get more fit, I would do these extended planks, right? Where I would do like 3 to 5 minute planks. And if you know, you know, right? Like one way to time dilate is to put yourself in a plank, right? Suddenly you'll realize a minute is longer than you thought. And I did that. I put myself in this plank position, right? I'd already done a bunch of other stretching exercises, and then I go into this plank. And as I'm standing in this plank, I'm doing these really deep, controlled, long, breaths. And the more I breathe and the longer I hold it, I start going into this like almost like shaking. Suddenly your body will start shaking, right? With all of the intensity, or the fatigue starting to kick in. And in this shaking state, it's almost like the word that I used earlier, dissociate. And I don't know if that's the right word. It's almost like I clip out. But that could be dissociation as well. I go from being in this place where I'm like stuck on the mat doing a plank, doing breath work, to not being there. And suddenly finding myself in what I can only describe as a spaceship. I'm already inside of it, right? And I'm standing in this hole of the spaceship, and at the end of it is like a nose, right, that closes off, and this nose is covered in mirrors, or no mirrors, glass, right, windows, that's the word I was looking for. It's covered in windows. And I can see, as I'm standing in the back of the spaceship,
windows, let you see. Wind, see. Stand by, I'm going to take my supplements. Try not to die. Stand by. Stand by if you would for one more minute here.
Spaceship, and I see the inside of the mirror, the window, still like rushing past me. you have a certain intuition about certain branches to follow, and you physically feel there's something.
Bob it up. Oh. Oh.
Is that 100 picture side Klingons or one Klingon side picture? You scroll through, just scroll through. I run between 100 and minus 145 watts. Hello, everyone.
I preside.
Center power. There's this morning, I am in my room, and then now, hey, what's that sound from the microphone? I swear, I found it. I found it. You're right. Like this, my microphone inside of me. So it would have been like, what it would be like? Yeah, audio. It would be like if I like holding your head in my arm. What do you look like? Why do you look like you would host the house in Milton? I'm not trying to be rude, but it'd actually be great that you have such a course because it's really easy.
Uh. Doing the best. The very best. I guess I actually didn't know.